Oh! Hello, hello. One moment. Hi YouTubers. I just got back from a trip up north where I stayed for a week meeting old friends and some relatives. Now 3 weeks left of my vacation until it's time to start working again. Have some more projects going on, but we'll get to that later. Right now I'm listening to some of the records that I found when I was up in Luleå. And I'm going to start with this one, which may not be one of the records that turn up that often in this kind of environment. It's what I'm playing in the background. It's Svol with his album Svol. I had still have a white vinyl square-shaped 45 RPM that I played in this channel some years ago. And to my great surprise, the man behind the masterpiece, or the singer Svol himself, made a comment, a very friendly comment, I have to say. He didn't ask me to take it away from YouTube due to some copyright stuff. I guess he was happy that I played one of his old records there. So, now when I found this, well, why not? And it's quite good pop from the late 70s. EMI America, green labeled. And now I'm going to show you some of the other records that I found. This was a very nice surprise. This is a compilation by the group Southern Comfort. I wasn't I wasn't aware of this group until I found it. It's called Distilled and it's on Harvest. I was just curious. I like the sleeve, I like the name, I like the music instruments I read about, and I like the label Harvest. So I bought it and I like it. It's very nice. I'm going to look for their regular issues also. It's a bit like the band. What's your record that I've been wanting for a long time? This is a reissue though, but I think the reissue is quite unusual. I've never seen it in any other apart from when I bought it. It's you can see it's The Sound of 65 by the Graham Bond Organization. Great British rhythm and blues from the mid-60s. I think this was originally issued on one of the EMI labels, Columbia or maybe Parlophone. You can almost see it on the record sleeve design. This is a reissue on the Sweet Dandelion label. Not sure when it's from, but I don't think it's that old. The recordings and the original record was issued in 1965. He's a bit forgotten hero, Graham Bond, today, and he ended his life way too early. Okay, over to a sampler. From Ireland. The Island Records, Nice Enough to Eat. It's a sampler from 1969. Sorry, it's on the pink label. And we got Jethro Tull, Nick Drake, King Crimson, Bloodwind Pig, Fairport Convention. Lots of good stuff on this. The sleeve is a bit ratty, but the record is fine. Speaking of Jethro Tull, one of the 70s albums that I didn't have is this one, Benefits from 1970. Although this is an American later issue from probably the 80s, but still great music. And this is a double album. First of all, I really like this cartoon sleeve. It's by the chess musician and singer Sugar Boy Crawford, and it's a double album on chess from the 70s, but the recordings are from the 50s. I like 50s chess rhythm and blues. Now over to a record that I actually bought on CD back when it was new in 1994. I've never seen it on vinyl before, so I had to buy it. I like this. This is really good album, and it's a very famous album. No Need to Argue by the Cranberries, also on Island. And this was bought at HMV for £8.99 p back in, well, 1994, I guess. But I mean, how many bought pop on vinyl in 1994? Has to be quite rare. I've never seen this before, but I'm very happy I found it because I love this album for a long time. Yeah. Next record is a reissue that I wanted to buy when it was out, but I heard about it too late. It was all sold out everywhere as far as I could see, so I never got it, but now I got it. I've known about this record for maybe 20 years now. It's from the Bonzo Dog band, among other stuff. It's Vivian Stansel's, I think it's first solo album, Man Opening Umbrellas Ahead. This is the Poppy Disc reissue from 2012, and I've been really happy that they reissued this because I've been wanting this so long. It would be more fun to have the original, of course, but I'm not made of money. But a reissue that's sold out, and probably sold better than the original back then. Okay, over to a record with some 78 RPM connection. It's Recording the Blues. It's a compilation from CBS from 1970, but recordings from the 1930s and late 20s, where we have Lucille Bogan, Berta Shippey Hill, Blind Lemon Jefferson, Georgia Cotton Pickers, Mississippi Cheeks, Blind Willie Johnson, among others. Really good music taken from old 78 RPMs with these blues recordings that you can't really find unless you buy it this way. It's a mono issue, so they haven't put any fake stereo on it as they did on another 3-letter record company. Starts with R and ends with CA. Okay, it's a bit of an island theme this time, because I have another island issue from 1974. It's Georgia Fame. It's a funny thing. The last couple of years when I've been up there, many times I bought a record with Georgia Fame there. I'm a great admirer of Georgia Fame, his voice and his playing. But I rarely buy any Georgia Fame albums here in Stockholm where I live, but when I go up to Luleå I tend to find very interesting issues. This is cut out, but that's the only flaw with it. Right, this is a Swedish Balkan folk music group that I've been wanting to have on record for a long time. It's Radio Balkan, or Radio Balkan. In Swedish it's Radio Balkan. Never mind. Bit of a pity that the previous owner has, well, you know. But this is an issue from 1981 on the Swedish label Mislu, and the musicians of this group are not from the Yugoslavia, but they are from the Balkan. They are Swedish musicians who are very interested in that kind of music, and they play it very good. As far as I can hear, I enjoy it very much. Then we have 3 issues really, with the group Procalharm. First we have this Italian, or is it Italian? Yeah, no, sorry, Spanish compilation, Historia de la Musica Rock. There's been many in this series, I'm not sure how many. This is on Polydor from 1982, and we have famous songs like A Wider Shade of Pale, Salty Dog, among others. Salad Days are here again. So, early recordings. Then we have this odd issue, where you recognize this. It's Procalharm, A Wider Shade of Pale. What's so odd about it? Well, because if I turn it over like this, we have another Procalharm issue. It's A Salty Dog. It's a double album. They took two two regular original albums and put them together as a double album. And it's not on Durham as I think the original What You Should Have Paid was, and that would have been nice, but this is issued on a label called Cube. That I think it's Italian, but I'm not really sure. I'm not bothered checking it out now. Alright. Then we have a Swedish, a bit proggy rock group, or pop, well, yeah, rock group called Tonya, with the record Bitter You from 1983. It's on the Manifest label that I collect, so this was one that I didn't have. Then we have a record with the guitar player Stefan Grossman, guitar instrumentals. I bought a Stefan Grossman album on well, the last time I went up north as well, and this is, well, from the same seller even. This is a transatlantic issue from 1973, and it has been owned by the Swedish radio because it has still some annoying labels from the Swedish radio archive. Alright, yeah, I bought Lotta Chance Partisan. I've talked about this record and showed it before. It's one of my absolute favorite records. My copy is beginning to be a bit worn, and it has a water damaged sleeve, so I found a new and better copy of it. Then we have something. Well, I've been reading a lot of about Robert Fripp and Brian Eno, and I'm a bit curious. So I'm looking for No Pussyfooting. I haven't found it, but I found this one, Evening Star, Fripp and Eno, and I have to say, well, it's also on Island. It's very interesting music. Parts of the side 2, An Index of Metals, is extremely monotonous. It even skips, not skips, gets stuck. And if it had been for the fact that it made a sound when it was stuck, maybe I wouldn't even notice that it was stuck, because it was so monotonous. But side 1, so far I liked quite a lot, with Wind on Water and Evening Star, and even Song and Wind on Wind. So definitely worth having and listening to. Not maybe something you would play on a party, maybe. Alright, I've saved the best one until now, because this is the best one, I think. I'm very happy that I found this. It's the Book of... yeah, how do you pronounce this? Telesin? The Book of Telesin? Not sure. Anyway, as you can see, it's Deep Purple, and it's their second album, and it's on Tetragrammaton, the label that was, well, one of the owners was Bill Cosby. A very short-lived label too, as far as I know, and this was a bit just before they found their real, lineup and style. Because, well, there are some interesting picks for cover versions here. We have Kentucky Woman by Neil Diamond, We Can Work It Out by Lennon McCartney, and River Deep Mountain High, by Phil Spector. But still, it's a very good album, and I've been more and more trying to find these old Deep Purple albums, and I've actually been today to Solna and got another couple of Deep Purple albums for my collection. Very good music, and very happy I found this, because this is not at all easy to find here. Right, that's all for now. So far, I haven't checked the YouTube account the last couple of days. So far, my 500 subscribers collection still goes on. I've only got one, or maybe two, well, one at least, subscriber that has decided to take part of this competition. I urged you to show me, well, take part of it, because I think I've got some interesting prizes for the winner here. Still, as I said, I will go on until August 1st. Then I'll see what I'll do about it. So, go on, show me some records. Check that video. And well, that's all for now. Bye bye.